Hey
Oh,
guys, how is everybody doing? Oh my God, we are
hey,
here for the
hi.
BAOB After Dark show. I am super excited to be here. We are going to have some rich conversation. I want you guys to be sure you share out the broadcast and invite your friends because we're going to talk about an opportunity for you to get a grant in order to build your business. So we are super excited to be here. We have some guests that were in our previous programs. We're going to hear from them. Again, be sure you share out the broadcast. We're going to talk tonight about how you can get certified and get paid. We're going to continue the conversation that they had this morning around certification brings on more credibility for you as you build your business. And this is going to be an amazing opportunity for you to get access to a $6,500 program and get a $5,500 grant. So you're just left paying $1,000 and you're going to get a wealth of information. We're going to hear from two of the ladies tonight who attended our Free Women Project certification program. The first edition, this is 2.0, still great information. We have about 12 to 14 certifications that you can choose from. It's going to be a 10-week program, guys, a 10-week program. And the first 7 weeks, everybody is going to be in the same class with Coach Danielle Winningham. She is an amazing business and life coach. And also, by being in that program for 7 weeks, everybody's going to learn how to make more money. That's what's key. We want to learn how to make more money. Then you go the following weeks, depending on what industry you want to get in, with the coach that coaches that. And we'll get into more detail. We're going to go ahead and start the conversation. Let's hear from one of our previous certification clients, and then we're going to have the other host. We're just going to have some conversation here. We'll have you guys introduce yourself. Again, share out the broadcast. Sharing is caring. We also have a link here for you to go get registered at www.blackwomenequalpay.com so that you can hear the words, I just got funded. That's the start of the process. Go ahead. Let's hear from MJ. You want to talk a little bit about your experience with the certification?
Sure. I happened to get two certifications. My first certification was in Purpose Pushers, which is assisting other people to find their purpose. But what I realized was I found my purpose as well during that certification. And my other certification was in real estate investing. Both of them were very, very, very informational. And let me just tell you that 10 weeks of information that we obtained was more like a year worth of training. Those first 7 weeks, we got out of class with our heads were just filled with so much information. The amount that you're paying for that, let me just tell you, it's nothing in comparison to the information that you receive. So I suggest going to the www.blackwomenequalpay.com and get in so you can get your interview today.
Awesome. Thank you for that. Kayshawn, you want to weigh in on that?
Yes, MJ, I loved it. What you just did was show everyone what just happened as far as you did something phenomenal. You came in there with one and you just said you found your purpose. It's like how better of a testimonial is that she seen this opportunity and apparently she went into that purpose program to find her purpose. And in the midst of it, she found it and she acted quickly and got another certification in what her purpose was. That's living proof right there. That's receipts right there that this program gonna change your life from day one. You know, if you paid the full $6,500 for this program, you still getting more than what you paid for. So to be able to take advantage of this second $1 million grant for this to get 90% covered, You just heard MJ what she did when she got funded. Don't you want to get funded and experience this same thing? Come find your purpose. Come find out how you can make money with your purpose. And I would even say some of you who previously did go get certified somewhere else or tried to go do something online by yourself and you didn't get the proper training, or you don't know what to do after that. It will not hurt you to repeat that course again, but now you're in another community. Now you're in somewhere where we got ads out where we're looking for 100 coaches right now in all these different areas. We're not looking for them just to be looking. There's a reason, there is a purpose why this organization is looking for 100 coaches. So that sounds like you need to get in where you fit in now
That's
before it's
good,
too late.
Kayshawn. One of the things that you said that I thought was very, very interesting, that if you've gotten a certification somewhere else, you might want to come over here. That is so key, because this certification is not going to just give you information. It's going to
Mhm.
give you information that you can mobilize in order to make money. I have clients that come to me now that have been certified, but they're not making any money. And
Right.
that's the difference with this certification, is because when you leave the certification, we'll have Yvette talk about it. You're going to be equipped
Mhm.
to start building products. We're not going to give away the goods. We want you to go to the link blackwomenequalpayday.com. It's a very simple process for you to get started. It's an interview involved because we want to make sure that you're serious. If you
Mhm.
are on this broadcast now and this is the first time you're hearing about it, comment in the chat that you are going to go apply, because that's going to give us confirmation that we're reaching the people. Like the debate is on tonight, right? We want to reach the American people and
Yeah.
let them know that Coach Danielle Winningham has grants available too. We don't have to wait on a stimulus from the government. She has
Right.
a stimulus available for us now. Yvette, I want to have you talk a little bit about your experience in the membership. And Aisha, I'm going to have you introduce yourself. Kayshawn, we'll go back to you in just a second. And Aisha, if you could ask her any follow-up questions that you have, that would be great.
Hi, my name is Yvette Sani, and I I had been watching Coach for a couple of years, and I hope that my grandson is not disturbing
Girl,
the
go and
broadcast.
talk.
But anyway, and so I had been watching her for some couple of years, and I kept seeing these emails saying that they were looking for coaches. And so I just decided, I said, you know what, let me just go for it. And based on what she had been offering, I was like, man, she's going to be too expensive. I had already talked myself out
Mm.
of it before I even tried. And so, um, and what I love about Coach Danielle, she is relentless. Those emails kept coming. Those emails, they just kept coming. And you know what? And the crazy thing about it is, I feel that I like two or three times and I just kept trying to talk myself out of it. And that's one thing I want to say. Don't talk yourself out of it. Just go for it. Just jump in and just do it. And so I went through the 10-week course, and um, you know, entrepreneurship has been a part of my life for a long
Mhm.
time, but I learned so many things that I've been doing wrong. And Coach, she kind of like, she dice it up, she slice it, and then she give it back to you, and then you take the information and you apply it. And honestly, to say that in that 10 weeks, man, I just think about, and I kind of like kick myself sometimes, because if I had have already been with Coach, I would have been
Mhm.
so much further.
Mhm.
And I would say I know at least 5 weeks, I mean 5 years that I have seen her. And
Wow.
so don't waste any more time. Get in the class. $99 a week is nothing compared to what you're gonna get. It's not. And like I told them earlier, in the when we were like talking, we kind of like getting interviewed and stuff like that. I was telling them that I had so many coaches in my email, like in my inbox, so many, because I was searching. I'm searching for someone to help me go to the next level, because I wanted to do uh, a new brand in coaching, basically. But when you
Mm-hmm.
talk about coaching, you don't really know how to plug it in and how to actually get the content that you need to teach or to sell. And so with Coach Danielle and all the ladies put together, it's just an amazing opportunity. I'm so grateful. Oh, let me plug this. So now I'm in between deciding if I want to go into the mentorship or if I want to go into the Free Women 2020 again. So I just decided to just get into the membership. The membership is $59 a month, and the value in that is just crazy because some of the classes that you would pay individually $59, you're just paying $59 one time, and you still get those classes. And so also in the volunteer community, am I
Mm.
giving them too much?
No, no.
No, you're good. You're good.
Yeah,
That's great.
the
That's great.
volunteer community is a whole nother beast. And it's like Coach Danielle is giving you an opportunity to kind of flex your wings and kind of start flying a little bit if you feel uncomfortable, launching your product. And you get to learn what she's doing from the
Mm-hmm.
inside out. And that is an amazing opportunity. I don't know any coaches or any brands that are allowing you to come in and work. And I know with pretty much with anybody, when you work, when you learn something, sometimes you have to do it to learn,
Mm-hmm.
you know.
Yeah.
And so I just appreciate. I'm leading in the TikTok challenge. I'm like, I don't even like TikTok, but hey, I'm just gonna go for it. And one thing they advise us is to get into something that you don't feel comfortable with. And although I do social media pretty much every day, I do it for my personal and I do it for my business. But with Coach Danielle, she just takes it to the next level on everything. And
That's
Mm-hmm.
so
good.
it's times 100. While you thinking you posting, she posting, and like maybe 40 other women are
Rose.
posting
Oh, there you
along
go.
with that, and then the share, you share, they all are sharing. But anyway, I'm just grateful for this opportunity.
That's awesome. That's awesome. And guys, if you're just now joining us, be sure you share out the broadcast. We have some certification clients that just graduated here not too long ago. And I like the way you talked about going from that certification that you got that $5,500 grant for, got that amazing information, and then you went into another program. Because I tell people all the time, coaching is not a one-time event. If
Mm-mm.
you want to be successful, you have got to put it in your budget. I tell people all the time, if this was easy, everybody would do it. If this was free, everybody would do it. But you talked about how coach teaches us so many things. Would you guys agree? I want you to address this question. Would you not agree that when you came into certification, there were several things you had to unlearn about running your business?
I, I totally agree with that. You had to unlearn a lot of things. One thing that stuck with me, and it's in the Word of God, it says your gift and talents will make room
Mm-hmm.
for you. But when Coach explained that to you, um it just that erased so many things, because a lot of times we'll think that, oh, I'm gonna help this person out, and oh, I'm gonna help that person out. But that's not what the Word of God says. It says it'll make room for you. Helping them out is not really making room for you. And so that was something that the change of your mindset, Oh man, that was my biggest takeaway, was the changing of my mindset, how I looked at money, how I looked at handling business, how I looked at, people, looking at them and seeing potential clients in them. It's a whole shift. It was a whole shift, total big shift.
That's good. For those of you guys that are just joining us, we're talking about an opportunity for you to get a hold of $1 million, part of the $1 million grant giveaway that Coach Danielle Winningham is doing. It was an amazing program, so much so it was so successful. We are doing it again. We start up October 17th. So we want you guys to go to the link. It's a very easy process. We want you to go get registered there. You'll be contacted. You will set up an interview. You will go through your interview, and then from there we start classes on the 17th. So I know if you haven't already shared out the broadcast, please share it out. I tell people all the time, it was one share of the broadcast that completely changed my life. I, on the other hand, opposite of Yvette, I didn't watch Coach. I watched Coach maybe 5 days. And I
What?
was like, yes, maybe 5 days. And I was like, I can't afford this. The class was $59 a week. But listen to this. I got in that class. By the end of the class, I was like, I need to be in this other class. That was another $59.
Mm-hmm.
Then I was like, I need to be in her mentorship because everything was chopped up back then. It's very different now. So I went from I can't afford to paying 200 and something dollars a week for my coaching. And you may be like, oh my God, how did you do that? Well, I had to work hard to make the money to pay, just like if I would have went to college. So the same information you guys have an opportunity to get, I didn't get no grant. I'm not going to be mad at you. I'm not going to be mad and salty about it. But I can tell you that that level of coaching got me off a job that I was at for 33 years. If you want different, you have got to do different. And I know some of you guys have been watching Coach for a while. You may just be joining the community. But guys, what is it going to hurt you to go get registered and hear more about the process? I want
No.
you guys to go ahead, Kayshawn, go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna say it won't hurt them nothing. And I felt a sense of urgency when you said the 17th. I looked at my calendar. That is 10 days, you guys. Y'all have 10 days to go to www.blackwomenequalpayday.com just to find out some information. You're not putting in a commitment at this moment. You got 10 days, and it's only so many spots. That's why we have these interviews. You think somebody didn't hear MJ say she took a purpose in that at the same time, or Yvette, of how she went through the program? Because like other programs, you go through them and you're left alone. And everyone knows you don't just learn something and then just get thrown out there and to figure it out on your own. There's no job that you go into and they just say go to work. No, you get training. You learn what to do. And in this community, that's what Yvette is showing you what she did. She got her certification. And she said, okay, I'm sticking around because there's more information. And she was like, okay, I'm going into this membership. And she's already thinking about the mentorship because she knows the value in it already. So there's people listening to both of these women's scenarios. She watched her for 5 years. She watched her for, not that long. There's going to be people in both scenarios or in the middle, and these spots are filling up. You got 10 days to get in here and come change your life. Find your passion. And if not,
That's
share the
good.
broadcast.
That's right.
And
And yes, be sure you share out the broadcast. I want you ladies to talk a little bit about, we're not going to give away no goods, but talk about how your set has shifted from the things you've unlearned and now you're in action, and how that's made such a difference in your business. Because what Coach taught during those 10 weeks was something you guys can very well implement immediately for
Mm-hmm.
right now money and future money, right? And then build upon it. I like what Yvette said. She said, I'm going to start here and then I'm going to build, because that's what you need to do to scale. Because
Mhm.
while it's the same information that you'll get in the membership versus the mentorship, it's all a matter of how fast you go. If you want to go fast, you want to get in the mentorship. That's where Kayshawn and I are now. And we've been in it for a while, and we have no intention of leaving, because not only in the mentorship do you start to build, but then you start to scale. So,
Right.
ladies, talk a little bit about what you've implemented so far, because coach is about moving your feet. We're not going to sit on no information and
Mhm.
not do anything with it. Never.
Well, I can tell you one thing, another thing that stuck out. You don't want to be a broke CEO. The amount of time that you put into your business is your bank account is going to be those receipts. So if you don't see it in the bank account, then you're not ineffective. You're not doing effective business. You're just doing stuff.
Right.
A lot of busy work, and that's what I did a lot of. And I used to be staying up late and doing this, that, and the other, but I still was a broke CEO.
Result.
I wouldn't even give myself that title because I did not know what I was doing until I got in coaching. And it makes such a difference, not only in the information that you get and implement, but being in the community and meeting all
Yeah.
these women. Because
Yeah.
even though we get to see them in volunteer meetings, and I'm going to tell you guys something, that volunteer gig, that's where you're going to get more of it's going to be additional education, and that's going to help you go fast. So for those of you guys that are over here on Facebook, Periscope, YouTube, wherever you are, I want you guys to go to that link and get registered, and come back and comment in the chat that you're registered, because we do not want you to let this pass you by. I can't tell you how many people that I've already interviewed for this round that said, you know what, I missed it the last time because I
Mm.
didn't move. And I'm so glad coach is doing it again. Well, I want you to move this time, because we don't know if she's going to do it again. She is so super generous. We are getting ready. She's getting ready to give away $2 million of her profit to help you guys build a profitable business. We're not just talking about building a business. That word profitable is very, very important. Very, very important. Yvette, do you have any comments on that?
Well, I wanted to say that that she sees the need, and she's so passionate, she's driven, and she sees the need. And what I love about what she's building is like she's already been there, so she's letting us walk on her back, and it's an amazing opportunity. And if I had to do it over again, I would already be my $1 million
Right.
CEO by now, because that leadership is
Mhm.
trickling down from the top, and the anointing that she carries is so heavy. And you know what? I'm gonna tell you when I knew her brand was really growing, because I hadn't looked at the show for a bit. Then all of a sudden I started seeing all these ladies. I was like, oh my God, her brand is growing. She needs help. And so she has all these people to help carry the vision. And I was like, I got to get in there. I got to get in there. And another thing, too, being a business owner, sometimes you get stuck in operating the business. And that's what happened to me. I got stuck behind the chair, which I'm writing a book called From Behind the Chair. And that was one of the things that I looked at. I hope it's not too noisy in here. Um, uh, One of the things I looked at with Coach is that, and you know what? Another thing I'm starting to see inside with my coaching business. I haven't launched it yet, and I don't even want Coach to know I ain't launched it yet. But um, I'm starting to see what people
Mhm.
need. And she said that one time on the call on our class, she said that she can see what people need. And as she's giving out this information to me and building me, it's starting to make me see what people really need. And I coached my daughter the other day. She's been getting free coaching for so long. So she's like, Mom, you know what? I'm gonna pay this time because she's a nurse and she's just got that entrepreneur spirit, just like me and her dad. So all of my kids are little entrepreneurs. Well, not little, but they're beginning entrepreneurship. So
Mhm.
she paid me $20. She's like, Mom, I know that's not a lot, but I value your time. And every time you tell me something and I put it into place, I get results. And
Wow.
so with being with coach, I have just like I'm just owning who I am. I'm beginning to own who I really am. And like I said, if you guys see this opportunity, you need to jump on it now. It's an amazing opportunity. I don't know if you've priced any coaching programs out there, but coaching programs are very expensive. And for what you get, the value is just not there. And I'm a living witness that the value you get with this coaching program is just amazing. It's just the dollar a point, the dollar of it, the value that she put on it is not fair to her. I'm just I'm just putting it out there like it is.
Mhm.
So jump on it now. Now is the time. Don't wait. Don't waste your time looking for someone else because this is it. Don't waste your time thinking, oh, it's too expensive. We have one of the ladies in our community. She went and got a part-time job so she can get in this opportunity. And you can see it all over her that she's passionate about what she's doing. I don't know what she's gonna do yet, but she's already in the mentorship before me. I'm like, man, I need to get my stuff together.
They're motivating.
And you and,
Motivating.
and you know what else too? Going through the program, that 10 weeks, you develop such a sisterhood with the other individuals that are in the coaching program. And those are like some long-term relationships. I was reading today on Facebook where a business owner posted that it's hard to find other business owners that are not trying to be in competition with you.
Right.
And I wanted to post on there, honey, you in the wrong group. I don't know what group you in because the group of ladies that I'm with, like it's not competition. It's enough money for us to make it
Look,
all.
we be
Um,
like, what can we do together to make some more money?
that's
Like what?
it. That's it.
That's
And so I
we try to
wanted to
do it.
respond. But the thing of it is there's so many women that feel that way, and I feel like that's part of Coach's passion is that we all can do this together. And can you
Mhm.
only imagine what it would be like if we all came together? Like the force, we would be a force to be reckoned with.
Right. We
Hmm.
will.
I agree. Go ahead, Keisha, go ahead.
I wanted to highlight something beneficial that you get your first 7 weeks, and you keep saying it over and over, but I don't think the people really understand what that first 7 weeks is. You are getting coached by a master life and business coach. She is getting your mind right, your innerness, your heart, your spirit, all of that, and your business. You getting all of that for 7 weeks before you go into your specialty. Do you understand how deep and important that is? That she's taking the time, like basically, before you go learn your specialty and what you are going to get certified in. I'm about to rewrite your brain. We finna wipe it clean and let me rewrite your brain, your heart, your mind, your spirit, and then we gonna move forward because that's the only way this is gonna work. What other program is gonna do that? No one is trying to change you from within. She's trying to change you from within. She wants it to get rooted deeply inside of you because that's the only way it's gonna make a difference. Because when she plant her seed, it ain't all of us, all the other programs and everything. It's not going to do nothing but just water you for you to grow. So
That's right. And one of the things that I think is real key that you said is, in this community, we all stick together. We don't have it's not any competition. I'm telling you guys, when somebody finds out something that's useful, Kayshawn, I know what she does. Everybody knows what everybody does. If I hear something that I think will be beneficial to Medina, I'm going to reach out and tell her, right? We all bring different things into the community, and being in this community, it is such a great benefit, because you're going to get tired. It's going to be difficult. You're going to want to give up. But I'm here to tell you that you can do it, because we are doing it. We wouldn't be here tonight before the American people, talking about a program that we did not believe in, that didn't work. We are all living proof. I was at a job, y'all, for 33 years, living paycheck to paycheck. Now, I had promotions, I have degrees, I have all of that stuff. But if I could do it over again, I would go into coaching. And and this is not for people to come into this program and think that it's going to get done for you. I want you to talk a little bit about that, Medina. When you came in, it wasn't a situation where somebody was going to do your work, right?
Oh no, let me tell you, you got to come in with your boots strapped up, bags in hand, pen ready, from day one. Like I said earlier, like we left class and it's like, oh my God, I've absorbed so much information. What am I gonna do? But coach gives you, I mean, she does it in such a systematic approach. After you understand that system, you're like, well, if I'd have just followed through each day and not let it all pile up, I would be on top. I mean, from day one, and we laugh now. By the third week, you probably could walk out of there making some money. That's the amount of information that she's already given by week 3. You could walk out of there, out of class week 3, making money. So the information is just, I mean, the wealth of information, let me tell you, the grant that's given and the amount that you have to add to that is absolutely pennies compared to the wealth of information that you receive. Not just the wealth of information that you receive, like I say, the community that you are part of from here on out. I mean, like, these are lifetime business friends that you have that have become sisters, not just business friends, sisters. I feel like, after we're done here, if I need something, I can call Jennifer and say, Jennifer, you're doing this. Help me out, or Kayshawn, help me out with this. And it wouldn't be like, oh my God, it'd be, all right, sis, come on, let me do it.
Right.
So let me tell you, starting from day one, coming there with a mind to be coachable. If you're coachable, this is the program, because you will really be transformed. And I'm telling you, just the growth that I've seen in myself over, like I say, after week 3, I was already like, oh my God, and I've been in business, have owned several businesses before. And when she said, yeah, you could do that, but you're a broke CEO, I'm like, that was me. but but now it's like just applying the things that she's given us, and even being part of the membership, which I'm gonna transfer. I'm gonna come over to the other side, sisters. But just being in the membership, the information that we receive, even just being in the membership is, even that, I feel like it's just more. She's giving a lot of things. And I know it's because she wants to see us be at the cap that we're supposed to be at.
Right.
We've been underpaid for so long, and I know that that's her passion. She just wants us to be on top with her.
She
So you
does.
gotta come ready. And I say, don't pass up the opportunity. Go today. Through the interview. As Kayshawn said earlier, it's not a commitment until you get approved and everything. Just go through the interview process, learn more, find out what each coaching class is about. If you don't, don't know what you want to do, and just go for it. That's what I say. Just go for it. That's what I did. I started watching Coach when she was, I think at the time she was teaching women how to write books, to be an author. And she was in her living room, which is a very different space of where she's at now. And I just seen it and I thought, I can't afford that. That's a lot. That's a lot. But I'm like, Yvette, had I done that years ago, just I can only imagine how much farther along I would be. But it's never too late. Now's the time. Take advantage is what I have to say. Take advantage, because the opportunity may not come again.
Take advantage, like she said, because this is her second million of her profit that she's giving. Who's to say she's gonna give a third? Because that's a lot to ask for, to be expecting. And something that came to my mind was, the man in charge, just told the world he's not approving this stimulus money until after the election. So if you were sitting around waiting on this stimulus money, thinking that it was going to be coming in and you was making plans with this, look what just happened. Those plans just got derailed. You don't know when they gonna give that little funky $1,200 that they could have been and gave, because as soon as you get it, it's gonna be inhaled by any type of bill that you have. So it's really nothing. But that's just to show you an example of how, depending on the government, for this stimulus, you had plans. Now that's not even gonna happen. So now you have this citizen right here who's taking $2 million of her money. I ain't heard this man in charge or anybody up at that level doing what she doing. She's like, hey, don't wait on these handouts. Here go a hand up that I'm giving you. Don't wait on them. You heard MJ, in 3 weeks you can be making some money. So you sitting around waiting on another check. You could have been and learned, I don't know how many ideas you could have made that $1,200. Don't sit
I
around.
like Coach say create your own stimulus
That's right.
package.
That's good. That's good. For those of you guys that are just joining us, please be sure you share out the broadcast. We are talking about the $1 million grant giveaway that Coach Danielle Winningham is doing right now. It's very easy to apply. It's not a bunch of paperwork that you have to go through. Like Kayshawn said, go through the process. We have 12 plus certifications that you can get based on what your industry is. And it's a 10-week program. It's a $6,500 program, guys, that you can get a $5,500 grant for. That's huge. That's huge. And we had a few people the last go around that asked, thought we were going to give them the $5,500, or were asking why did they have to pay. And so I always kind of wonder, where is that motivation for you to ask for a handout coming from? Because if you were going to community college or university, you wouldn't be going to ask them if you could go for free. You would be trying to get a student loan. You would try to do whatever you could to do. It's all about what is it that you want for you. See, Coach is already a multi-millionaire. She's trying to help us. She's trying to help you. So go, what is it going to hurt for you to go to the link? And don't wait. Don't say, oh, I'm going to go do it tomorrow, because you're busy and you're going to forget. We want you to get in the program. MJ, you talked about how when we would get out of class, your head would be so full of information. You couldn't go to sleep. It would be hours before you could wind down and go to sleep. Imagine this. I was in 3 different classes, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. I didn't get any sleep. But what did all that sacrifice get me? I don't work a job anymore. And I teach the exit certification. I teach the exit certification. So I've been in the community for a while. I've met some amazing women. We have
Mhm.
so many women that came from that first certification class. I love the energy of the women. I love the dedication. I love the drive. I love the motivation and the willingness to do the work and be coachable, because you got to get out your feelings. You cannot come in here and be thinking that coach is going to be your friend, any of us coaches for that matter, right? You can't be in your feelings, because you may think it's the best idea in the world and you've been working on this, and then coach might say, no, you might want to do something different. Don't get in your feelings and then stop and be mad, because hell, you ain't made no money anyway.
Anyway,
So you needed somebody to tell you that. Don't get in
Yes.
your feelings. Don't get
Don't
in your
get in
feelings.
your feelings. Don't
Don't get
do
in your
it.
feelings. Don't do it. Don't
look,
do it.
don't get in them because your feelings will be hurt.
Yes,
Because
you will get
that's
your
why
feelings hurt. I
they will
remember
be hurt.
I remember in one class talking about what I thought I wanted to do, and coach was like, "Oh, okay. So your business was successful, huh? That was according to you." Now, I was like, "Oh, but you can't get in your feelings." I mean, look, she cracks those she takes those layers off, layer by layer.
Mhm.
And what you come in thinking, you may be knowledgeable about, or may really, you're gonna find your purpose. I
This
mean,
is
but
why
by the
you have
time
to
you
be
get
ready
done,
to
you would
unlearn.
definitely know. Yes, you would definitely know what your purpose is. And again, it goes back to those gifts and talents. By the time you're done, you're gonna know what your gift and your talent is, and you're gonna be able to monetize that.
Mhm.
And I remember one class going through, by the time we got done, it was like a list of over 100 things that you could be doing. I was like, oh my God. And you should see all of our faces because we could see in the Zoom everybody in the class, and everybody's like,
Mhm.
ooh, like right, like my deal with that calculator.
Right?
I'm telling you, you'll find it. You'll find your way. This is the way. I'm telling you, this is the way to go. So I would suggest don't waste any time. I'm like Jennifer, do not wait till tomorrow because you may forget. Go ahead and go online to that www Black Women Equal Pay. Go ahead and submit the application. It's not like they're going to call you back tonight. Submit the application. You have several days. They'll set up the interview time. You'll go through your interview, and at the interview, you'll be able to see a little bit of what the sisterhood is like. All the women will be there, and they're bouncing questions back and forth. And it's not like a job interview. They just want to know how dedicated you are, and what you would bring to the program. I remember hearing coach, like Jennifer said, some people, well, do I have to pay anything? Well, I say, if it's free, you don't value it as much.
Mm-mm.
You won't do the homework because we have
You won't.
homework. You got homework. You won't do the homework. You'll just sit there and take a lot of notes and do nothing. But when you
If
invest,
you still even come. And
yeah,
I tell people all the time, when it's free, you get what you pay for. You're
that's
not
right.
going to, coach gives so much information. If you expect to get it for free, you will not be dedicated like if you paid
Mm-mm.
for it.
Mm-mm.
Because, and another thing, and I didn't mean to cut you off, but another thing is, if you don't pay for your knowledge, you're not going to expect other people to pay.
That's
So
right.
once you have to pay a $15,000 contract, you gonna go start charging people
That's right.
15,000.
That's right.
Real
That's
quick.
right. Mm-hmm.
You're gonna be having 20K launches coming next month, all kind of stuff. You're gonna be like, you're gonna find something, but that's what motivates you because if you
Mm-hmm.
knew better,
You
you
do
would be
better.
where you want to be at already. If you
Mm-hmm.
knew better, if you knew how to do it, if you had the resources, if your circle around you, all the education you have paid for and got trade schooling and everything, if you knew better, you would be where you wanted to be at. So you don't. So it's going to cost, which means you have to do something. You're going to find a way. If it's doing DoorDash, if it's, make selling plates, donating blood, babysitting, going around collecting, whatever it is going to be uncomfortable because you don't want to do it. But you got to do what you don't want to do so you can get to do what you want to do when you want to do it. It's not going to be forever. You have to work this extra part-time job. It's just to get you through this program so you can find other ways to make money. I had a family member the other day make a post saying they need to find a part-time job that's flexible. And I was like, no, you don't. You need to just go run your business that you started several months ago and put some more time into that.
Yeah.
So why do you want to go get another one? No, like, no, we're not moving backwards. We're going to continue to move forward. So it's that old comfort. Oh, I need more money. Let me go get another job. No, put that money in, that time and energy into yourself. But
That's good, Kayshawn. And that's what we're taught. And so that's what we're used to. You can make so much money yourself. You've just got to get the knowledge. See, that's where people make the mistake. They start a business, they don't know what they're doing, they don't make any money, so they get frustrated and they quit. If you
mm-hmm,
invest in coaching, because once you get in a program, you're going to make sure you have the money to pay, you're going to make sure you come to class, you're going to make sure you execute because you want a return on your investment.
That's
right.
right.
Point
Whoever
That's
blank
told you
right.
period.
running a business is easy is lying to you, because if it was easy,
Everybody
everybody
would be
would
doing
be
it.
doing it. If it was easy and the information was just right there on YouTube, or Google, everybody would be doing it. So
Mhm.
it's not easy. And that's why you, just as much as you go to that job, that's that same dedication it's going to take to run
Mhm.
your business. But
Mhm.
you got to be in a community of like this. Like, we push each other. Sometimes I'll be afraid to say what I'm thinking because these women be like, okay, let's do it. I'll be like, why did I open up my damn mouth? I'm still trying to do other two things. They trying to do this.
Yes. And then, I mean, if 2020 has not showed us anything, comfortability and complacency is out. It
Mm-hmm.
is over. Like, you cannot be comfortable because something as COVID-19 could come and derail your whole plans. So
Your
you better
whole
have plan B, which should be your plan A, and get with it and get moving. That would be I mean, complacency is over. It's over. We need to move up, move into the as my pastor used to say, the realm of the unexpected. That's where we're supposed to be in God. We're supposed to be in the realm of the
yeah.
unexpected. Ain't too many horses riding up there. So I suggest going to the Black Women Equal Pay and do what you have to do. And like Kayshawn said, Uber Eats,
That's
uh,
good.
DoorDash,
DoorDash,
the
uh,
delivery route,
uh, just Uber
virtual
driving. Tell your
something.
neighbor, tell your neighbor next door you'll watch the kids. As a matter of fact, you'll tutor them because she don't want to homeschool them anyway.
Right? That's
That's
good.
a
That's
good
good.
idea.
That's good. Find a way. Find a way.
Find
Guys,
a way.
I want to thank you guys for I want to thank you guys for your time tonight. We're going to have to get out of here because I have to run, go do another interview. Thank you so much, MJ. Kayshawn, you always holding it down. We can always count on you. MJ, we have that marketing contest going on. Coach is always giving away stuff. So
Always.
go get
Yes.
on the schedule to get interviewed again because you can get some additional points. Do you ladies have any closing words? And then we'll end the broadcast.
Just make sure you go log in and tonight, because the gems we gave out, it's only 10 days. If you wait, somebody else gonna take your spot. Don't wait. That's what I'm gonna leave you with. If you wait, somebody else gonna take your spot, and there's not a lot of good opportunities out here, and this is one.
And I just say, if you think of this as a once in a lifetime opportunity, jump on that opportunity. Don't miss the bus, don't miss the train, don't miss the airplane. We're moving fast, and you will be left behind. So go out there and fill out that application tonight and get interviewed ASAP.
All right, guys. We'll see y'all later. Take care.
Bye.